is for others?
Tonny, you okay? Continue. If someone is not coming, you pick another one very fast. Tonny. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, teacher Tonny has got a problem, but I think he's coming back. Eric, where are you? Eric. Eric.
Yes.
Eric, are you there? Put on what Tonny had. Put on what Tonny had, but you're also getting off. I don't know why. You're moving off and on.
Okay, sorry, my learners. We had a problem of network connection. Yes, Eric, can I share the screen?
Yes, you can share.
Okay, thank you. Still not yet.
Done.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. We were looking at how communicable diseases are spread. So let me just display them and then we go through them. Now, I'm going to pick you one by one and then you read for me these answers that I have given, but whatever I've not given, because we may have very many ways how these diseases are spread. Okay. Someone may be using two phones. Please try to use only one. Yes, can I have Eunice to read for us? Second point. Eunice, you can unmute. Eunice, you can unmute and read for us second point. Yes, Eunice.
Through contaminated water.
Yes. So when you drink contaminated water, you can get this disease that we are saying. It can be spread from one person, an infected person, to another. The second.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, Tony.
Eric.
Yes.
Proceed from, do you have the presentation? Bring the presentation, or if not, let us continue there, because he was asking them to read.
Okay.
You can call any that has put up their hand.
Dorcas. Dorcas.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Yes, Dorcas, we are looking at communicable diseases, how they are
Yes, teacher.
spread.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, and you were giving us one of the ways how these communicable diseases are spread.
Through air.
Through air. Very good. Any other person to? I see Joseph, your hand is up. Are you giving us another way? Yes, thank you, Dorcas.
I see Joseph, your hand is up. Are you
Joseph?
giving us another? Yes, Lucas.
Yes, Joseph. Can you unmute and tell us any other way? Yes.
Yes.
I think Joseph has a problem with his gadget and the network, but you can type in the chat one of the ways. Let me choose Peter Odoch, your hand is up. Can you tell us?
Peter Odoch, your hand is up. Can you tell us?
Through contaminated food.
Through
Contaminated food.
contaminated food. Thank you. If you have finished giving us your contribution, you can you can lower your hand such that I can get to know some of the people whose hands are also up. Julie? Julie?
Yes, Eric, you can give me the power to share.
Okay, please.
Contact with an infected person.
Yes, Julie?
Through contact with an infected person.
Through contact with an infected person. So our teacher is right here. Tonny, I've given you permission. We can
There are
proceed.
over 36
Through cuts and
diseases spread through.
Okay. Okay, someone was giving us another way how these communicable diseases are spread, and I had the person saying through contact with an infected person. Yes, we said that these are diseases that are spread from. Let me first explain the point, then I will pick you to read another one. Thank you for being good children. So I was saying that these are diseases that are spread from an infected person to a healthy person. Just of recent, we can look at some of these diseases that has made us to stay home. They are saying when you go in contact with someone who has corona, automatically you will get corona. Are you seeing? So these are some of the diseases that are spread from an infected person to a healthy person. So let's read number next. The last point in that slide. Yes, can I have? I don't know whether Samsung can rename.
Through cuts and wounds. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, please.
Through cuts and wounds.
Through cuts and wounds. Teacher Tony, are you there? Okay, Teacher Tony is having some issues with his network. Yes, can we proceed? I'll share my screen.
Teacher, what is wrong with your network?
Hello. I can't hear you. Hello.
Okay, yes, Eric, can you, yes, Eric?
I can't see the work.
Okay, we are going to display the work, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to display the work, don't worry. So we are giving ways how communicable diseases are spread. Someone said through insect bite, that was very correct. So when an insect bites you, it is spread the disease causing germs. So it takes the germs to your body, and then it is that germs that is going to cause the disease. Are we together? Then also another person said through drinking contaminated water. I think you can listen to me before I display the screen. Through drinking contaminated water, through air. Of recent, they were telling us that corona is spread from, I mean, ways how corona is spread. They are talking of through air, but when you don't keep the social distance, you will find that you can get all these contact with an infected person through cuts and wounds, and then also through animal bites. So there are some of these animals, when they bite you, they can spread some of the diseases to you. For example, if you talk about a mad dog, when a mad dog bites you, it is spread a certain disease. Yes, which disease is spread by a mad dog? If you can recall your P3 literacy 1. Yes, Juanita, can you give me?
Rabies.
Very good. So that disease is called rabies. So these are ways how communicable diseases are spread. Now, we talked about communicable disease. In general, we were saying communicable disease. That was the general point. Are you able to hear me, members?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
that was
teacher.
just the general point. Now we are going to look at what we call example examples of communicable intestinal disease. Can we read that point? Can we read the subheading? Yes. Can I have Samsung? I don't know whether I'm going to mention your name because you are not able to. Yes, let me have Gloria. Gloria, can you read for us the subheading?
Diarrhea.
No, our subheading is examples of communicable intestinal disease. Can we all say examples of communicable intestinal disease?
Example of communicable diseases.
Okay, thank you. That was in random way. Let me have Salom to read for us. Salom, can you read for everyone? Yes, Salom, can you?
Examples of communicable disease. Examples of communicable intestinal diseases. Examples of communicable intestinal diseases.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Any other person? So we have the teachers currently off. Hello? Can you all get me properly clearly?
Yes. And see the work.
Yes?
I can't see the work. I don't have a work. My work
Okay.
and leave.
Can you all hear me?
Can you hear?
Yes. The work. Yeah.
I can't see the work.
Yes, teacher has gotten a slight glitch in the network. But can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we are looking at examples of communicable diseases. Maybe can we briefly try to brainstorm some? Who can list for me some of the examples of communicable diseases, of intestinal communicable diseases? Those are diseases that are affecting the intestine.
So
So can we have, yes? I see Lemel, his hand is up. Can you give us?
Wait, we would deco.
Okay, your network, Pius. Pius, can you give us an example of intestinal communicable diseases? Okay, it seems we have a general internet network problem. Now I'm going to ask each of us. I know each of us knows at least one intestinal communicable disease. Can we just going to go to the chat and type for me one example of the intestinal communicable disease? Okay?
Please, there is some background noise.
Eric, I think I'm back, but I don't know the problem with my network today.
Hello?
Yes, Eric.
Yes, you can continue from my presentation. I'd asked each of us to chat one example of intestinal communicable diseases. And I'm reading the chat.
Yes, you can give me and I share.
Okay, great. I see Angel has said diarrhea.
That is correct.
Thank you. I'm reading as the teacher comes in.
Okay, you can continue reading, Eric.
Yes, they were moving.
Yeah. Let me, Eric. Let me try to You can as well download the intestine so that the children can see. Eric?
Okay.
You download the intestine so that they can see, because some are giving HIV/AIDS.
Okay.
Yeah, but HIV/AIDS does not affect the intestine.
Yes.
So, okay, LFM, you first put the intestines, then we just explain. When we talk about, yes, when we talk about communicable intestinal disease. Learners, let's first listen before you give the answers. Learners, let's first listen before you give the answers. Learners, are we able to listen? Eric, you can first go off of that screen share. Now, when we are talking of communicable intestinal disease, these are diseases that affects the intestine of maybe a human being. So intestine is found inside your body. I think you are able to hear me, members. We wanted to check for you some diagrams of the intestines so that you can see some of these diseases that affects your intestines. So
yes, children, can you see some intestines on your screens?
Yes.
Yes, so those are intestines. So we are talking about we are talking about diseases that are affecting those intestines. So HIV doesn't affect the intestines. I think that one affects the blood.
okay, children.
Yes.
Okay, Eric, I think they have seen. Yes, I'm back. I think they have now seen the intestine. You can remove your screen share. Okay, thank you. So, children, I hope that you have now seen this intestine that we are talking about, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so now when we are giving the disease, we are going to give disease that affects the what? That affects the intestine. Have other diseases that are spread from one person to another. Are we together? My learners, are you with me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
this disease, it disorganizes your intestine as our my co-teacher has presented to you. My co-teacher has presented to you. Yes. My co-teacher has presented to you the intestine. So you have now seen this example of communicable intestinal disease. Please, there are people who are talking. I think Eric, you can let me mute them. Yes, there. So we are talking about communicable intestinal disease. So when we are giving this, you may not give corona, because corona is a communicable disease, is one of the communicable diseases. So you cannot give that corona. Does it affect your intestine?
No.
You can, So we are giving disease that affects our intestines. Very good. So one person had already given diarrhea, which is very, very correct. Diarrhea affects our, yes. We are going to look at all these diseases one by one as we continue with this program. Okay, let me have another person. Joy, can you give us another one? Yes, Joy, somebody has said cholera. That is, okay, that is, we have cholera, that is one of them. We also have what we call dysentery. Can we say, can I ask Julie, please let's Let us talk one by one. Let us talk one by one. And you only talk when you are asked to talk. Are we together? When I ask you to speak, you can speak. I'm going to pick you one by one. When we all speak at once, we shall not hear what we are saying. Are we together, learners?
Yes.
Yes, let's be disciplined. Let's be disciplined children. Let's contribute one by one. So let me ask Kisache to read for us point number 3. Example of a communicable disease number 3.
Yes, we are cholera.
Cholera. Somebody has already read for us that. Another one. We have the third one. Yes. Julie, can you read for us the third one?
Dysentery.
Yes, we have dysentery. Very good. Okay. Then we also have another one. Another one is here. The other day I had picked Kisache and didn't read for us. Maybe let me again give her this opportunity to read for us number 4. Examples of communicable intestinal disease number 4. Yes, Kisache, can you read? Okay, we can't hear you. Let me pick Salom. Yes, please.
I see so many hands up. I'm going to lower them. Then in case there is someone who can raise it again.
Yeah, sometimes they may just
lower their hand.
Okay. Okay, so thank you. Let's continue. Okay, can I pick Deborah? Deborah, can you give us number 4? Can you read for us disease number 4? Typhoid. Very good. Typhoid. So some of these are examples of disease that affects our intestine. Are we together? That's why that's why we are calling them communicable intestinal diseases. So this disease that we have listed, please can you listen to me? Please can you listen to me? Let's not talk. Let the teacher first talk and then after you will talk. Okay. Yes, so okay. I was saying that this disease, it is spread from an infected person to another person through very many ways, through some of those ways that we listed. Like diarrhea, if you have diarrhea, it can be spread from you to another person through other ways. If you have cholera, it can also be spread from you to another person in different ways. So basically, those are the examples of intestinal communicable diseases. Very good. Now, let's look at diarrhea. We are going to talk about diarrhea. We are going to leave all these other diseases first. But for now, we are going to look at diarrhea. Let me ask Deborah to read for us the word diarrhea. Yes, Deborah, can you read for us the word diarrhea? Yes, Deborah. Are you able to read?
Diarrhea.
Very good, very good. Now, let me ask this question. We need to know. We need to really know what diarrhea is. Please, I request that when the teacher is explaining, you can first lower your hands, then after, unless you have a question, then you can ask. Children, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Very good. So,
Teacher, I'm not yet to finish.
Okay, copying, we are going to copy. We are going to send for you this in our group. We have a group for P5. All this work will be sent to you and you will copy them. But let us continue. We are saying that all those 4 intestinal diseases.
Teacher, teacher.
Yes, please.
I've not yet to finish.
Oh, you have not yet finished to write, eh?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm saying, we are going to send for you this work and you will copy, eh? Let us first go through, let us explain, because when we write now as we are explaining, we may not be able to finish. We have only 1 hour and internet has interrupted us. Have you understood me? Yes, thank you.
Yes, teacher.
For now, let us basically be on understanding. Let's understand what we are talking about. Now, I was telling you, all the communicable diseases that we have said, we are talking about diarrhea now. We are going to discuss diarrhea now. And Salom read for us the word diarrhea. Now, my second question is, what is diarrhea? Let's know this disease. Let us know this disease properly. What is diarrhea? Good. I can now go and pick up some people. Please, when I pick you, you unmute and you talk. What is diarrhea? Yes, what is diarrhea? But now we told K. Okay, let me pick Enoch. Yes, Enoch, what is diarrhea?
Diarrhea is the frequent passing out of water stool with blood.
Oh, members, look at what Enoch has said. Enoch has said that diarrhea is a frequent passing out of watery stool with blood. Please, members, is that answer correct? Is that answer correct?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, Menora, can you give us what is diarrhea? Menora, can you explain? Let's listen from Menora. Can you unmute yourself? Menora, what is diarrhea?
Diarrhea is the frequent passing out of watery stools.
Very good, Menora. Can we all give Menora flowers? Can we give Menora flowers? Thank you, children. Now, listen to what Menora has said. Is there anybody to repeat what Menora has said?
Yes.
Salom, can you repeat what Menora has said? Salom, can you repeat what Menora has said?
Diarrhea is the frequent passing out of watery stool.
Okay, thank you. Now, diarrhea is good. Diarrhea is the frequent passing out of watery stool. Don't add with blood. When you add with blood, that goes to what we call dysentery. Dysentery is the passing out of watery stool with blood stain. Please, when you add with blood, that means you are not defining diarrhea. For diarrhea, you just pass out that loose stool. I can say stool, we can say feces, like if you go to the toilet to go and defecate. If you go to the toilet to go and defecate, you may not defecate solid food. Solid feces. It may be watery in nature. And you may all the time visit. You may all the time visit you may all the time run to the toilet. You are back from the toilet 1 minute. 1 minute you are running back to the toilet. Again you have come back. 2 minutes you are running to the toilet. That's what we call diarrhea. Many time. Frequent means many time. Are we together?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
So
Yes,
thank you. So that's the meaning of diarrhea. Have we understood the meaning of diarrhea properly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Okay, I'm now explaining it for the last time. We are saying diarrhea.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
We write.
We are going to send for you, but if you can write as I'm explaining, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So we are saying diarrhea is the frequent passing out. Is the frequent passing out of watery stool. Frequent here means many times. You visit the toilet many times. You come, you run back to the toilet. You come, you run back to the toilet. But what you are defecating in the toilet is watery. It is loose. You
Loose.
get it? That's what we call. That's what we call diarrhea. Very good.
Diarrhea.
Let's go. Okay.
Loose.
Okay.
Let's
go.
Sorry too.
Watery stool. When somebody say watery stool, it is watery in nature. I know we all visit the toilet. We all visit the toilet, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
When you visit the toilet, you don't always pass out. You find that what you are passing out is not watery in nature. What you are passing out is not watery in nature, but once you have diarrhea, you will be passing out watery stool. Very good. Now, diarrhea.
Watery stool.
Okay, thank you. Let's keep quiet now. Diarrhea is caused by bacteria and virus. You can get this disease through some vectors, but what may make the disease to affect you can be bacteria or virus. This bacteria and virus, they are called germs. They are types of germs. Okay. Okay, so let's continue.
Teacher, I can't see the work.
Okay.
Even me, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Now are you able to see the work?
Yes.
No.
Okay. No. Those who are not able to see the work, maybe you can join again. So we have ways how diarrhea is spread. Okay. We have different ways. How diarrhea is spread. Yes. Can I first explain and then you ask?
Maybe do we have people who can see the work?
No. Teacher, no.
I can see the words.
Do we have other people who are seeing the work?
Yes. Yes. Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
So I
You
think
can also you can't see maybe
Can't hear I
get out
do.
and do it.
There's a people are shouting.
okay. Now don't unmute yourself, please. Just if you are picked to talk, then you unmute yourself. So I was saying some people are seeing my work, but now when you are not seeing my work, that means you may be having a technical challenge with your gadget, whatever you're using, maybe a phone or a computer. So we are going to look at how this diarrhea is spread, ways how diarrhea is spread. That's basically what we are going to look at. Remember at the beginning of the lesson, we looked at, remember at the beginning of the lesson, we looked at ways how communicable diseases are spread. That was general ways. Now we are looking at specifically diarrhea. How is it spread from one person to another? How is it spread? Let's just give answers and then after we shall display what we can write. Yes, Enoch, can you give us one?
Through drinking contaminated water.
Very good. Through drinking contaminated water or through eating contaminated food. By eating only.
By eating
Contaminated
food.
By eating
let us talk one by one. If I pick you, you talk. No, let's be good. Let us be good children. Do you understand the instruction? You only talk when you are picked. Do not talk when you are not picked. please, you are going to make noise for others in the class. Okay, let us now, I'm going to pick you and you talk. Please don't unmute yourself when you are not yet picked. Let's begin with Joseph. Yes, Joseph, can you give us how diarrhea is spread? Yes, Joseph.
By eating uncovered food.
By eating uncovered food. Okay, well tried. Now, what you do, don't say by eating uncovered food. Of course, when you don't cover your food, it can have some germs. So you can say by eating contaminated food. Good. Okay. Okay, let's see this. One, it is spread through house flies. Yes, Joanita, can you read for us that point? Joanita, can you read for us that point?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Joanita, read the point.
It is spread through house flies.
Okay, it is spread through house flies. Now, I want to explain, how does a housefly spread?
It is spread through house flies.
Now I'm explaining. Thank you, Joanita had already given us. I'm now explaining how does housefly spread diarrhea? How does housefly spread diarrhea? Is there anyone to answer that question? Yes, let me pick. Okay, Salom, can you explain to us how housefly can spread diarrhea to people?
When you poop somewhere outside and then you leave your food open and the housefly will
Leave
come
your food open, then the housefly.
Then the housefly goes to your food and then you eat the same food.
Very good, Salom. That's a very good explanation. Simple explanation. Thank you. Thank you. Have we all heard what Salom has said? Yes. So Salom is saying, when you poop outside, the housefly will step or will sit on that feces. Then after, it will fly to your uncovered food when you don't cover. So the housefly will leave the germs. So these feces, if it has this bacteria that cause diarrhea, if it has that virus that cause diarrhea and it takes to your food and you eat that food, you will automatically be infected with diarrhea. Thank you very much, Salom. Let's go to number 2. Yes, number 2. Okay, Julie, can you read for us number 2? Yes, Julie.
Lower it, then you raise.
Yes, Julie, can you read? Are you not seeing?
Next question, you lower it, and when they're moving, you lower it, then again you raise.
Okay, let's get Katongole Ryan. Ryan, can you read for us point number 2?
Through drinking contaminated water.
You say contaminated water. Ryan, can you say contaminated? Ryan, can you say?
Contaminated.
Contaminated.
What does that word contaminated? Contaminated. What does it mean? Yes, Salom. What's the meaning of contaminated when we say contaminated? Yes, Salom. Oh, Salom can't give us. Yes.
Dirty water or dirty food.
Okay. Okay. Contaminated simply means that water which has germs, that water which has bacteria that can spread the disease. the dirty water, that dirty water automatically will have germs. That dirty water automatically will have bacteria. So when you drink it, you will get some diseases like diarrhea. Very good. Let's go to the next point. Our next, yes. Our next point, yes. Okay, let me pick Nalugwa.
Yes, George.
Yes, Nalugwa.
George.
Good. Can you read for us?
Through eating contaminated food.
Very
Teacher.
good. Through eating contaminated food. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So it is still the same. That is almost the same explanation. The other one was water.
Yes.
This one is food. So when you eat food, that has germs, which can cause that germs which can cause diarrhea to you, you will automatically get diarrhea and you will be sick. Very good. Let's not run to malaria first. Okay, another one. Another point is there. Dorcas, can you read for us another point?
Through eating unwashable food.
Did I say unwashed? Do you see that word properly? Dorcas, please read that word properly.
It is unwashed.
Okay. Kisache, can you read properly?
Through eating unwashed food.
Very good. Through eating unwashed food.
Complaining.
Okay. Some of you are making noise. So through eating unwashed food. Now, when you go and eat unwashed food, for example, let's talk about fruits. Yes, what's the problem? Are you not able to hear me?
Teacher, I want to ask Jan a question.
Yes, you go ahead. Go ahead and ask. Unmute yourself and ask.
Teacher, we can't see the work.
You can't see the work.
Yes.
Okay,
Teacher.
now. Okay, you ask.
So we can't see the work.
My video, they can't record me.
They can't record you. They are going to. Okay, let's continue, please. P4 members, let us. Can I have Naluga to read for us number 4? Naluga, can you read number 4?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, read number 4.
Washing unwashed food.
Through eating unwashed food. Naluga, can you say
food? Through eating.
Teacher, I'm complaining.
Okay, yes, you can write your concern in the chat. Let's not talk all of us at a go. You can write whatever you are asking.
I can't get you, teacher.
Okay, but for me, I can get you clearly. Now, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Good. You can't get me because you are making noise with your brothers and sisters at home. You are moving up and down. So, Naluga
Not the one.
Naluga has said through eating unwashed food. For example, there are food that we eat when we don't cook them. There are some food, there are some fruits when we eat when we have not cooked them. For example, some of the fruits like mangoes, we eat some of the avocado, guavas. So you need to wash them before you eat them, because when you eat when you have not washed, please, you will eat germs. And at the end, you will start crying, my stomach. Then you start passing out watery stool. So let us continue. Okay. Now, we are going to look at
Get the Auria. Stop shouting.
Okay,
So
my friend has helped me that. My friend has
teachers teaching, stop shouting.
My friend has helped me. Thank you also. Now let us keep quiet and listen. Now let's look at signs of diarrhea. Signs. There are signs. When I talk about signs, signs is what you see with your eyes, is what you see. For example, you see that, hey, that one has a wound. Hey, that one has this. Hey, that one has this. That's what we call signs. So when somebody is suffering from diarrhea, keep quiet, please. Keep quiet. I have not asked yet. Even if you put your, I have not asked you. Let's be good children. Otherwise, the teacher will get annoyed and next time will not make you to join. If you keep making noise, the teacher is going to get annoyed and stop you from joining. Please, do you want to stop learning?
Sorry, teacher.
Does not make the teacher annoyed. You listen to the teacher. When the teacher asks you, you answer. And we are very many. We are about 46. If I have not asked you to answer, we shall ask you tomorrow. And then you answer. So not all of us will speak today because we are very many. So let's look at signs. I was explaining to you the meaning of signs because there is what we call signs and symptoms. We have what we call signs and symptoms. So we are going to begin with the signs of diarrhea. And after we shall go to symptoms of diarrhea. So when we say signs, we mean that things that we see when I'm suffering from diarrhea. I can see the following sign, or I can see this sign. You can run back to mommy and say, Mommy, I went to the toilet. This has happened to me. Mommy, I went to the toilet. This has happened to me. Then mommy will say, hey, maybe you have diarrhea. So that is what we are talking about. Thank you. Menora, can you give me one sign of diarrhea? Menora, can you give me? Menora, can you unmute and give me one sign of diarrhea? Yes, Menora. Menora, are you able to talk?
Teacher, you can.
Yes.
Okay, Menora, can you give us?
Dehydration.
Okay. Somebody has said dehydration. Okay, that is good. But I'm going to look at the sign. When we say dehydration, are we able to see?
Yes.
Good. Sarah, another one. Sarah. Sarah, what are you saying?
Abdominal pain.
People stop shouting.
Now, I am not going to ask any child to talk. Now it is going to be the teacher's centered lesson. Not going to talk is the teacher to talk alone because that's what you want, because you are making noise. If I have asked Menora, let Menora talk. If I have asked you, you talk. But when we are all talking, then let the teacher now talk alone. Good. Now we have signs of diarrhea. There is this one which we call watery stool. When I talk about watery stool, you go to the toilet and then you pass out that watery stool. You will run back to mommy and say, Mommy, I went to the toilet, but my poo has been watery. Then after some time again, I went back, it is watery. So then mommy will say that is diarrhea. That's what we call diarrhea. Good. So we have that sign that you can see. Now others, they run under what we call symptoms. Others run under what we call symptoms. We may have only one sign, only passing out watery stool, but the rest of the things that you see happening to your body become symptoms, which you will just feel it, but you will not see it. Are you getting? So let's look at symptoms of diarrhea. Now, if I give you opportunity to talk and again you start making noise, there I will not allow you to talk anymore. Now let's look at symptoms. Yes, Deborah? Deborah, symptoms of diarrhea? Deborah, are we there? Yes, Deborah?
Stomach ache.
Okay, Deborah has said stomach ache. Very good. Okay, we have, you will be saying, hey, my stomach is paining. Mommy, my stomach is paining. So, and the stomach, it will be the lower stomach. Not all the stomach, but you will find down there. It is the one paining you, which we are calling it abdominal pain. Very good, Deborah. Very good for that answer. So that answer, we can name it as abdominal pain. Abdominal, it is that lower part of your stomach. You will find it is paining you. So when it is paining you, and then you go to the toilet and you pass out watery stool, then it will be a sign of diarrhea and a symptom. Very good. Let's have another person. Dala. Dala, can you give me another symptom of diarrhea?
Severe vomiting.
Okay. Dala has said vomiting. When we have diarrhea, do we vomit? Do we vomit?
No.
Okay, we don't vomit. And also when you are vomiting, you are seeing it. When you are vomiting, you are seeing it. Are you seeing? But we are talking of now symptom. Symptom you don't see, but you feel it. Class, let's understand what I'm talking about. Symptoms you don't see. You just feel it, like stomach pain. Will you see that your stomach is paining? Menora, will you see that your stomach is paining? You will not see, but you will feel it, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good, Menora. So we have abdominal pain. Abdomen, I said that lower part of your stomach. Down there, as if it's going down to your, around your waist there, that is abdominal, the abdomen. So if it is paining you, we can call it abdominal pain. Very good. Let me put for you point number 2. Point number 2. Yes. Nina, can you read point number 2? Nina, can you read point number 2? I said Nina, please.
Yes, teacher.
Can you read point number 2?
Pain while releasing stool.
Very good. Okay. So you feel when you have diarrhea, you feel pain while you are releasing stool. We are using the word stool. You feel pain while releasing stool. Very good. Okay. When you are defecating. Okay. Then also you have what we call body weakness. So, okay, some of this work we are going to send to you and then we see. Now, let's look at the dangers. Let's look at the dangers of diarrhea. What are the dangers? What are the effects? When you have diarrhea, what it will happen? It will cause what we call, please can you unmute? The effect, we shall have what we call effects or dangers. It causes dehydration. So when we talk about dehydration, it is what someone said. When we say dehydration, what is dehydration? Can somebody explain to us? Can somebody explain to us the term dehydration? Yes, Nina. Okay, Salom, what is dehydration?
Teacher.
Yes, what is dehydration?
It causes
dehydration. Can you say dehydration?
dehydration.
Very good. Now, dehydration is the condition when the body does not have enough water. When your body does not have enough water, when your body is lacking water, That is what we call dehydration. So we can say you are dehydrated because you have been passing out watery stool. Remember, when you are passing out watery stool, water will be going away from your body, and then your body will remain without water. That's why they are saying diarrhea causes dehydration. Thank you. Okay, I think we are going to continue a little bit more. Otherwise, our time has ended. But remember, the network interrupted us. So let's just finally look at control of diarrhea. Let's see how we can control diarrhea. Now, this one I'm going to pick you to give me. You have seen how it is spread. You have seen how it is spread through eating unwashed food, through eating contaminated food, through drinking contaminated water. So how do we control diarrhea now? Now give me answers. Yes, Joanita. Yes, yes, please, you are excused.
Shalom.
Yes, Shalom.
So when you say shalom, we don't know which is which because we are two.
Oh, there is Shalom A and Shalom only, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now Shalom A is the one talking, please. I have understood now. I will be calling you Shalom A if I want to pick you. So the other Shalom, when you hear me saying Shalom A, okay, let's look at control. Having known how diarrhea is spread. Now, how do we control it? Because we can control it so that we don't get it.
You're not picking me.
Okay, now let me start picking you, Sarah. Yes, Sarah, can you give me how you can control diarrhea?
By covering drinks.
By covering food. Thank you. Yes. Dala, can you give us? Dala, can you give us how you can control diarrhea? Yes, Dala. Oh, Dala can't give. We have Chosen. Yes, Chosen, can you give us how you can control diarrhea? Yes. Oh, I don't know whether my network. Sarah, do you have a good network you give us?
Me.
Yes, can you give us? Yes.
Avoid eating contaminated food.
If you think so.
Avoid. So how are you going to avoid that eating contact? How will you avoid it? Is what I want. How are you going to avoid?
Boiling water for drinking.
Very good. I have given you a very big handclap. Boiling water for drinking. I want you to keep quiet. I want you to keep quiet and listen. Someone has said boiling water for drinking. Why do you boil your water for drinking? Why do you boil your water before you drink it? Yes, Chosen, can you give me that answer? Somebody has said, what have you said? Don't say to avoid germs. Listen now to the best answer. Yes, to avoid germs. But the best answer is we boil water. Don't talk when I'm also talking, please. How are we going to listen to one another? If you are talking, I'm talking. Listen to me, please. You have given me the answer that we can control diarrhea by boiling water. Then I asked, why do we boil that water before we drink it? The answer is, you have given me your correct answer, but the most correct answer is to kill germs. In the process of boiling, germs will be killed. That hot water will kill germs. Then when you drink it, that water will be safe. Very good. Okay, so somebody had given me the correct answer also from the chat. That was good. Let's continue. Okay, I want to put that answer yes. I want to put that answer, boiling water before you drink, boiling water before drinking it. So we boil water in order to kill germs. You must master that, because you may be asked, why do we boil water before drinking? Don't say to avoid germs. Don't say to remove germs. You say to kill germs, because boiling kills. Very good. Number 2. Okay, number 2 also, since housefly also spread diarrhea, we need to kill houseflies around by spraying. You need to kill houseflies around by spraying.
Before eating.
By spraying with insecticide. Are you together? Okay. The next.
By washing hands before eating.
Yes,
Who is that
teacher.
one talking on the background? Who is that one talking on the background? Please don't talk. Please don't talk. Okay. The next point is, I will pick you to read the next point. We said killing houseflies by spraying. When you spray around, you will kill houseflies. Then somebody has also said, washing hands before handling food. You need to wash your hands. If you don't wash your hands, you might have touched some germs from different places. So you need to wash your hand thoroughly before you handle food. So why do we wash our hands before handling food? That's my question. Yes, my question is, why do we wash our hands? Now I'm picking, don't answer, I'm picking randomly. Gloria, can you give us? Gloria, can you give us, why do we wash our hands before handling food? Yes, Gloria? Gloria.
To remove germs.
Very good. You wash your hands to remove. Remember, if you just wash your hands, please somebody control your noise. If you just wash your hands with the clean water, it will just remove germs. It may not kill it, but it will remove. Very good. So we wash hands to remove germs, correct? Okay, another point that I'm putting for you. 1, proper disposal of human feces. Dala, can you read for us? Dala, can you read for us?
Proper disposal of feces.
Very good. Proper disposal of human feces. Don't just go and poo anywhere. Don't just go and poo in the compound. You need to go to the toilet. Very good. Now you can keep quiet. You need to go to the toilet and you dispose your feces there, so that it remains there in that pit. So that is it. In that way, it will control the spread of diarrhea. Then another point we also have. Yes, Sarah, can you read for us point number 5? Yes, Sarah. Point number 5. Yes, washing utensils before using them. Sarah, can you repeat washing utensils before using them?
Washing utensils before using them.
Very good. Can you give me some of the examples of utensils, Deborah? Deborah, can you give me some of the examples of utensils that we are talking about? Yes.
Cups, plates, cups.
We have cups, plates, saucepans.
Spoons.
You need to wash them. Okay, thank you. You need to wash them, because if you don't wash them, they may have some germs. They may have some germs which can cause disease to you. Thank you so much for being very good children. So that is basically about diarrhea, but all these notes that we have talked about, we are going to send to you. You will read through and also you will answer these questions. Are you seeing this question?
Teacher. Teacher.
Okay, yes.
We have not tried to
Yes,
finish.
teacher.
Don't mind of copying. Don't mind of copying. We are going to give you this work.
Teacher, we write. Teacher.
Shall we write?
Teacher, can we write the
Okay,
work?
just take a screenshot. Just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, and then after you copy.
Oh
I have more than 4 questions. Please take a screenshot, and then you answer those questions. Okay. Okay, should I go to the next?
Are you going to say?
Yes.
Okay, take a screenshot and I take you to the next.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
I can't see the questions.
Okay. Okay, you can check on your
Go back. We have not seen the work.
You have not seen the work. First take this one first before I go back. First take this one. Take a screenshot of this one, then I go back.
And put in the group.
Yes,
I'm not saying the work.
I can't see it.
Teacher, I can't
Okay,
see the work.
those who are not seeing the work, please. Those who are not seeing the work, we are going to send to our group. We have P5 group. All of you will be added. Maybe you can just text your email. Dennis, is that the right thing? I mean, Eric, how best can these people get the work?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
The WhatsApp group. You make me host.
Teacher, show the first work again.
So you can make me host first.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
You show the first work again.
Oh, you need the first work again, sorry.
Teacher, yes.
Please, we said we are giving you work.
This time didn't get work.
You have not seen the work. Let me give
Teacher,
you.
my network was disturbing. I didn't get the work.
Okay, now can you see the work?
Yes.
Can you make me host?
Sorry.
Screenshot, that's what I've said.
Can you see the work?
Yes.
Let me start from this. Are you able to see the work?
Yes.
Yeah, you can copy that work. As
Tonny,
Eric, yes, please.
you make me host. You go to my email and you make me host.
Okay, okay.
Bye.
To Eric.
Okay, for those who are
Eric, I
can't see the work.
Controlling of diarrhea.
Eric, I can't see your.
Controlling of diarrhea.
click on my name on that arrow and you choose make host.
No, I'm just looking for you. Don't worry. Eh?
Yes, teacher.
Excuse me, teacher, again. You show the work.
Okay, I'm going to show you the work. Eric, are you there now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me give these learners my work to see.
Yes, the rest
Controlling of diarrhea.
I'm going to put a number in the chat.
Teacher, are you going to see the work?
No, we are going to put for you the work.
On WhatsApp.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Teacher, I can't see the work.
Children, you can you get the assignment in your WhatsApp group. Those who are not on WhatsApp, you can send your number. You can send your WhatsApp number to this number that I've put in the chat. Then I can add you to the P4 group. Yes, so that is the number you can send. You can send all your work to that number. Those who are not on WhatsApp, and then those who are on WhatsApp, you will see the screenshot of the assignment in the group. Tonny, I don't know if you still have something to say. Yes, Tonny, do you have something to add up? Yes, the rest, since those of you who are not yet on WhatsApp, please send your number to that number that I've put in the group. I'll be able to add you to the WhatsApp group. Then that's where I will post all the work. Teacher will post all the work and also the study materials. Also the recording of this class will also be in that group. Sorry, our time is up. It is because of the network interference. That's why we pushed the lesson a little longer. So let's get all the details from that group. Teacher Tonny, I don't know if you have something else to say. Otherwise, I'm going to unmute all of you and you say bye to, you can unmute your videos and your screens and say bye to each other, and we meet in the next lesson.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Teacher.
Thank you for teaching us.
Thank you for teaching us.
Thank you for
teaching us.
Bye. Thank you, teacher, for teaching us.
So bye all of you. Bye all of you.
Bye.
Thank you. Excuse me, teacher. What time are we starting?
Bye. Those
Thank you, teacher,
who
for
are
teaching.
not part of
Swamp
the
is highly
teacher, you send
appreciated.
your WhatsApp
Teacher.
number to that number.
Bye. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Excuse me, teacher. What time are we starting the lesson tomorrow?
I beg your pardon.
What time we are sending? I think Eric, we need to send a time.
Yes, you'll get also the timetable in the group, okay?
On the WhatsApp group.
If you are not on the WhatsApp group, make sure you're there.
Okay. What is the timetable? Okay, bye, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
Send me a hi on that number that I've started, then I'll give you a link to join the group. Okay, thank you, Teacher Tonny, for the rest.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have all copied.
Teacher Tonny for teaching us.
Okay, Eric.
Bye.